Turning, open up here, stretching through these slings. Our body will. Hey guys, it's Aaron, your personal coach. Welcome to my Friday afternoon presentation. I'm doing this a little bit differently today because I'm recording this on Zoom, but I'm also I'm live on Instagram as well. So I'm holding the phone. So if it's a little bit shaky, you know why. So I wanted to deliver some really good information today in regard to how to lose 6 to 10 kilos in 4 weeks, right? And you might be thinking, oh, it's not possible, it's unrealistic, it's a quick fix, all these types of things are probably going through your head, but I want to cut out the bullshit for you today. And I want to show you what you can actually do to make those changes. And I'm going to show you the exact same program that I'm using with clients that have dropped up to 10 kilos in 4 weeks, right? You can see in the background, I'm on poster just here. Obviously some big numbers, and most of the results will happen in those first 4 weeks, right? Especially if you come from a background of like bad food, bad nutrition, it's not exercising, it's not sleeping, the lifestyle factors, all that sort of stuff. So I want to get straight to the point. I've got some notes here up on my screen that I'm going to bring up. You guys on Instagram can see it, but you can't on the Zoom. So we'll move them down. So I suppose the first thing I want to talk about the facts. I want to cut out all the noise, all the bullshit in regard to weight loss, because there's so many things out there these days that are getting people confused, right? It's confusing people because people are trying to sell the quick fix, right? The quick fix. Shakes, pills, all that sort of stuff. There is no real quick fix, right? There's a fix to the problem and there's a solution, but it comes with commitment and dedication as well. And then we've got consistency as well. So that's really important as well. So let's go. First, all right, there's so many factors that we need to take into account in regard to lifestyle. I've spoken about my 6 steps in many presentations before. 6 steps to optimal health. This is like goal setting. This is breathing. This is hydration. It's like nutrition. It's sleeping, and then exercise. There's 6 steps to the foundation principles that we need to think about, definitely. But when it comes to visualizing, the first thing I want you to think about, and the biggest problem people have, is they don't visualize a goal. They don't know what they want to achieve. They know they want to lose weight, right? But they can't visualize it, and they don't believe in themselves. So they're constantly trying all these different things. I say the word trying because the word trying is a doubt in your subconscious mind. When I hear people say that, I think, oh God, we need to change that thought process straight away. Trying is a doubt in the subconscious mind. You're not going to fucking achieve a goal. Stop saying that. I'll try. You won't try. People that try it never succeed. Seriously, 95% of people that tell me they'll try, they do not succeed. So we have to start getting that word out of our vocabulary, and we have to start thinking about what you want to achieve that's going to have a positive impact on your subconscious mind. So this is the first step, the first key point. Right. So if I was to ask you what you wanted to look like in 12 weeks' time, can you see a picture of yourself? Right. So this is what we really have to think about. If you can't, right, so we've got some sort of blocks, emotional blocks, physical blocks, whatever blocks, childhood blocks, all these types of things that are holding you back from achieving your goal. These are the things we really need to work on, first of all. So start to work on the first step, visualizing what you want to look like in 12 weeks' time. Okay, because this is going to be the absolutely key, the stepping stone to getting you to achieve that goal. Right. So once we can see that picture, and it's a strong picture, it's a bright picture, it's an emotional picture, we can start to feel it. We need to emotionalize that every day. We need to think about that before we go to bed and when we wake up in the morning. All right. There's some really key factors to take into account. Okay, so the key to dropping the weight, 80% of it is going to be nutrition, right? 80% nutrition. So many people I see, they still keep eating shit food, or they're overeating, right? 70% of people are eating too much. right? They're going to the gym, they're trying to burn it up. You can't out-train a shit diet. Simple as that, right? And even if you're eating good quality food, right? If you're eating too much as well, you can't train overeating unless you're training 20, 30 hours a week, right? So the key is going to be, I always say to members, less is more. Cut your food in half, drink twice as much water, right? That's going to kill your appetites. Most people are putting food in their mouth because they're dehydrated anyway. So that's a really important factor to take into account, and just be conscious of the portion sizes that you're eating. Like I said, most people are eating way too much. I do as well, like myself. You know, when I'm training a lot, I like to eat a lot. I love food. Most people love food. Okay, I've got a great relationship with healthy food, but I eat a lot of it. Okay, so my main goal is not like weight loss, so it's not a massive problem. But you know, sometimes I have to sort of pull myself back and go, oh, okay, I've been eating a bit too much in the last couple of weeks. It's time just to pull back those calories a bit more, control my portion sizes, and then you start to see the weight come down very quickly. Right. So if you're eating good food, but if it's too much food, it's not good towards your weight loss as well. So today I want to show you some hacks, okay, to increase your metabolism and to get you a long-term result as well. So what I want you to think of, if you were to put petrol in your car through a funnel, right, and you poured that petrol in too fast, what happens? The petrol, it won't be able to keep up with going down, so it overspills, right? Think of that spillage as your fat storage, right? If you're eating too much like food and your body can't keep up like with it, right? First of all, it slows your metabolism like right down, and then you store it as fat, right? It's logical. So the key with nutrition is to make sure we're eating those right foods that are going to speed your metabolism up and not slow it down. Okay, and that's one of the hacks I want to show you today to obviously I'll get you a result in 4 weeks' time. So, all right, let's talk about week one. Now, let me just show you something real quickly. First of all, I've got an exact program which I've used for the clients that have dropped 10 kilos in 4 weeks. Now, where are we here? It's called my 4-week 10 kilo program, right? 10 kilos, but look, I guarantee people will lose 6 to 10 kilos. Okay, so let's have a look here. So this is week one. Okay, like week one is about cutting out bread, rice, pasta. Okay, and obviously a lot of your processed foods and like refined sugars, right? Like these are the killers. Right, so these are the killers. You can see the nutrition plan I've got here. It's generally a light breakfast, a smoothie, and then a protein at dinner, right? So I'm not a massive fan. A lot of people come to me, and I've got a questionnaire that I want to talk about in a sec as well. A lot of people come to me and they say, oh yeah, I eat obviously I like red meat, or I eat chicken and fish every day, right? If you're having a lunch that's say a chicken and then you have a fish for dinner, generally that's too much protein for your digestion to absorb. Now talk about that petrol in the funnel, same sort of thing. You're going to get an overspill, right? Your digestion is not going to process it quick enough. So like what I'm suggesting is that we just have, like I've got bran flakes for breakfast and fruit, obviously with an almond milk, blueberry smoothie at lunch, right? And then a protein at dinner. Now this protein, it would be 100 grams or less, depending on male or female and body size as well. And obviously calorie expenditure taken into account. So it's really important that we think about, if you are having a protein at lunch and dinner and you're trying to drop the weight, okay, it's not going to be the most obviously beneficial thing to get you a good result. So that's something we really have to think about. Right. And you can see here smoothies. So look, I generally would say replace a meal with a juice or a smoothie, okay, each day, if we're thinking about dropping that 6 to 10 kilos in 4 weeks. Okay, walking in the morning, right? It's what we need is at least 20 to 30 minutes before breakfast. Okay, a lot of people fuck this up for some reason, right? They can't get it right. They go, oh yeah, I did my walk after breakfast. I did it at midday. I did it after lunch, right? It is absolutely essential that we walk in the morning fasted, right? That's the most, that's like the best time that we're going to burn fat. Okay, so I'm walking in the morning before breakfast, absolutely essential, right? And if you can't like walk outside because it's too cold, right? Well, look, someone said to me, oh, like, can I skip in the morning because it's too wet outside? Yeah, that's okay. But look, end of the day, like walking is the best form of like movement, okay? Because you're opening up your hips, you're getting your body to work a lot better. So if you can't get to the treadmill, if you can't get to the gym, look, stationary on a bike is going to probably be the next best thing as well. So if you can't get outside because of walk, because it's too cold, it's too wet, like whatever, it's too hot, right? There's other options there that you can do as well. 20 to 30 minutes, okay, of low intensity cardio exercise. That's going to be the best one for burning fat, right? Super important. You do that every day, 20 to 30 minutes. This is all you need. Okay, in regard to exercise, exercise strength and conditioning, what I generally start people on is a movement development, teaching them to squat, to lunge, to bend, push, pull. I've also got an M15 workout, which is a 15-minute workout that you can do that is practically all the movement patterns put together. So obviously, if you're a beginner, you would start on something similar to that. If you're a bit more advanced and if you've been strength training for a number of years and you've got a high training age, the goal is to get you doing a hypertrophy training. Okay, if you don't know what that is, so this is the amount of reps that you're doing and the amount of time and the tension that you had, like obviously from the load. So like, hypertrophy training would be a bigger load, okay, that's 70% intensity. Example, let's just say if you're doing squats, and let's just say if you're 75 kilos and you might do, say, up to 90 kilo squats, okay, for 8 to 12 repetitions, right? So that's what we call hypertrophy training, right? So obviously, if you've got a high training rate, you could go straight into this. But look, most people have not got a high training age. Even people that have been training for a long time, they've got like postural imbalances and they haven't got good movement or good technique in the gym. So it is really important to make sure that you just get your technique right, get your movement right before you start to load. And look, it's still possible to lose good numbers in your weight loss, even if you are still doing obviously development training. It's still movement, right? The muscles are still activating. It's not like building muscle. So hypertrophy is great, but it's more beneficial for a long-term result, right? A long-term result. I just forgot on the Zoom, I'm not sharing my screen. Whoops. So that was week 1. If you didn't see the screen on Zoom, this is it here. Week 2, okay, week 2, what we do, we start to get a little bit serious. Now, 2 decades in the fitness industry, right, the best form of nutrition for weight loss has been my raw food diet. Okay, why? Because it's so digestible. It's low in calories, it's digestible, it still gives you good energy. Again, we're talking about that funnel, right? That funnel is not getting overspilled with the petrol. So we're able to drive that into the digestion and it's processing quicker. So it's giving us good energy, right? And it's not slowing down our metabolism. This is great for speeding up the metabolism. Now, you can see here, still exercise, still a 30-minute walk every day. I do recommend 1 day a week. It could be on the weekend. You do a longer walk, particularly in the hills, just to add a bit of extra strength component to it as well. So if we look at the raw foods, I start you off a little bit of fasting as well. So this is just testing you, right? I'm not a super big fan of fasting, but if the funnel is overspilling, we need to let that pass through, right? Because that's going to help speed your metabolism up and get the digestion working much, much better. So I've got a lot of simple stuff like pumpkin soup, right? Again, so digestible. I've got a few vegan meals in there as well, which is is more plant-based and nuts. Chickpea salads is one of my favorites at lunchtimes. Chia seed puddings, raw granola and fruits, zucchini, carrot and salads. So all this stuff, right? So in this week, we eliminate, okay, proteins altogether. So I'll say it again, we are cut out all the animal proteins, right? A lot of smoothies. Now in week 2 as well, we change the strength training a little bit more. We go up to more an endurance based training, right? So what we're doing is now starting to set that stage to get into more hypertrophy. Okay, again, so this program is not personalized at the moment, but it's more specific for people that I suppose are beginners that haven't had a high training age. So endurance is more starting to build the repetitions, okay, like 15 to 20 up to 30 repetitions, and it's mainly all body weight stuff. Okay, so now the big key you can see here on Saturday and Sunday, 2 days juice fasting, right? Why do we do this? Again, we're clearing out that funnel, right? We're clearing out the digestion, we're clearing out those small intestines and like the large intestines, right? This makes a massive difference. And I see people drop 2 to 5 kilos on a 2-day juice fast, just in that, right? And then keep the weight coming off with 2 to 3 weeks ongoing. So that's a real important part. 2 days of juicing, right? And you might think, okay, juicing, can I not eat food? Can I not drink coffee for 2 days? Of course you can. It's only 2 days of your life, which is going to make a big difference. That first day at 4 o'clock is quite challenging, but the second day you're like, I want to keep going. Okay, like week 3 is same thing, like walking. We're still on the raw foods. I've changed it all up here, so we've got a good variety of raw foods. And I must say, like most people that go on this like raw food diet, they tell me the food is amazing. They love it. It sounds really enjoyable because it's stuff that they haven't had before, stuff that they're not obviously sick of, right? Like who's sick of having obviously like meat and 3 veg, like with a potato, right? That's a pretty stock standard like dinner all round. So exercise, yes. So we do change this here. I go to some more hypertrophy training. This is at my level 3 M15. So we start to work on increasing the muscle mass, increasing the metabolism right now. And again, another 2 days of juicing, right? So you can see if you're dropping 2 to 3 kilos a week over 4 weeks, that's easily going to be 10 kilos. It is quite simple, right? And then we go into week 4, final week to get you the best result possible. Still like walking in the morning, right? 30. Look, if you feel like you've got time or you could do more, you could do up to say like 45, up to 45 minutes of like walking in the morning for sure. And again, it's the raw food diet again. It's another like variety, so totally like different to the last 2 weeks. And then as well, what we've got is the 2-day juicing again, just to bring it home strong and make sure you've got that 10 kilos, okay, it's nailed in the bag. So that is how we drop 10 kilos in 4 weeks. I want to show you something else real quickly. Let me bring my screen back. So if I show you here, let me get this out of the way. I did a little bit of like research like recently, and the surveys I give people when they first come on board with me, let's look at 2 things here, and there's another one as well, right? So this is out of about 46 people that I surveyed, right? See this top chart? Have you got an excessive appetite or crave sweet things, right? So this is this top one out here. 32 said like yes, 12 people said like no. So this is a common sequence that we find in people that are trying to drop weight. Okay, like why? Because the sugar, it's so addictive, right? It's like a drug. And because they're putting in like more sugars, they're feeding that, right? If we've got parasites also in your digestive system, you're going to be craving more sugars, right? It can also mean that we could be deficient in something else. Could be carbohydrate, could be complex carbohydrates, could be even like fats or something like that. But most commonly, it's also because we're dehydrated, same sort of thing. So if we talk about like water, the same sort of thing. Are you drinking tap water here? Right. So what happens if we drink tap water? The chemicals, the fluoride, the chlorine, all that sort of stuff is going to kill all them enzymes in your digestive system, right? Which is going to slow your metabolism again. So out of 45 people I surveyed, 32 people said they were drinking tap water, right? They're drinking tap water, which is slowing down their digestion. So you want to get either a pure tap or get a bottled water and pour pink sea salt, just a little pinch like that, or 2 big pinches if you've got a big bottle. Sea salt in the water is essential because that's going to put the TDS, the total dissolved solids of the water, back up. So then we drive it into the cells more, and it's not going to pass through as quick, and we're not going to be going to the toilet as much. Another one I had, which was not on here, another one is a question in the survey, and it was probably pretty similar. It could have even been a bit higher, right? About 80% of people are still using microwaves. And you go, yeah, I use microwaves, so what? Well, think about this, right? You put your good quality food in the microwave. Them magnetrons kill all the nutrition in the food, right? You eat that food, your body will register it as a non-nutrient food and store it as a fat, right? These are one of the key things to eliminate if you want to drop the weight. Cut out the fucking microwaves, right? It's killing your food. That food you are putting in your body, you're storing that as a fat because you've killed all the nutrition in it, right? And not to mention, you've killed the nutrition. You're going to be obviously hungry again 30 minutes or so later. So can you see that pattern there? You've got the sugar cravings, you're drinking the tap water, you're using the microwave. They're 3 things to eliminate, or 2 things, the tap water and the microwave. The third thing is to drink more quality water to stop the sugar cravings. And obviously, if we eat good nutrition as well, not put it in the microwave, that's probably going to start to eliminate some of your sugar cravings also, right? So some really, really key factors here in regard to what we need to do in regard to dropping the weight in 4 weeks' time. As simple as that. Now, what else did I want to show you guys? No, I haven't got it here, but what I want to talk about is obviously a 4-week program that I do have, and obviously how it can help you to drop that weight. So if you're interested in obviously some more information in regard to the 4-week program, I'm going to post a link in this video, and I'll drop it below as well. Actually, I'll put it in my bio. If you're on Instagram, go to my bio and just have a look at the 6 to 10 kilos. I've got a link there. You can click on that. I'm only taking people on board that are serious, right? Because if you're not serious and you think you're going to drop 6 to 10 kilos just by doing a few things that you feel like, it's not going to work. I'm sorry. So I only want 100% committed people that are willing to do whatever it takes. So to come on this program with me, right, you need to apply for it. I'm only going to be taking people that are serious and that answer all them qualifying questions correctly. Because if you're not serious about it, you won't get a good result. And I'm going to set you up for failure. I don't want to set you up for failure. I want people that are 100% committed, that can do whatever it takes, and that obviously are ready to start their journey. So that's my information today, guys. That's how to lose 6 to 10 kilos in 4 weeks' time. I hope you found it valuable. If you need any more help or support, please let me know. Reach out. You can send an email, send a message on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. But check out that link in my bio, please, for the 6 to 10 kilos in 4 weeks. If you're serious about it, apply for it. I'll give you calls. What we do is we set you up I've got an onboarding form, and then we go through a consultation. In that consultation, I'll talk to you about everything that you need to get started, and then I'll show you what the program is going to look like after that. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Have a good weekend. Speak to you soon. Ciao for now.